Rusty, we went from upstairs basically, which you talked about down the road, you want to have a 50,000 gallon tank. Now this, take a step down and we're here, basically it looks like just a massive display area with about 24, 25, 26, 265 gallon, 220 gallon tanks.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about the idea of it and what kind of fish specifically were you trying to put in some of these tanks?
Yeah, well, pretty much specifically, they're Central American fishes. And the idea was once they went into the tank, they were going to stay in the tank. You know, primarily the reason I keep many of these fishes is for conservation.
Would you say that most of these tanks then are active with fry?
Yes. Well, right now I have 24 fishes with eggs or fry or wigglers.
Rusty, you have so many different fish here and they're unique. Show us some unique ones. What are you fond of?
Okay. I think one of my favorite fish, and especially because of conservation efforts, is the Hikari's labradens. It's called the yellow labradens, and it's a fish that is highly, highly endangered in the wild because of an introduction of another Hikari species that was put into the same watershed. The larger fish is the male, and this is breeding dress. The fish is not nearly as colorful in their normal coloration, but when they go into breeding and they're tending to fry, they get lemon yellow and black.
Rusty, will you end up, again, grabbing some of the fry at some point and putting them in a different tank?
Yep, especially when it's a fish that is as rare as the yellow labradens.
Hi, I'm Taylor, a senior at Gates Childlife High School, and I'm the secretary of our aquarium club. I feed our 200-gallon tropical tank every Tuesdays and Fridays, and we feed them so they can keep their color, so they're healthy. In here we have our silver dollars, the Picassomus, also known as pleco, the mollies, a lot of other fish.
Rusty, on the aquarium above, you've got almost looks like a metallic type fish. Explain him a little bit.
Yeah, that fish is called Vahia regani. It comes from the Rio Carolina in southern Mexico. And notice that tank. I mean, that's a habitat tank. I have live bears. There's Alfaro huberi in the top of the tank. And you can see they have, 25, 30 fry that are in that tank. They were born in the tank. They'll grow up in there. Some of them get eaten by the cichlids, but some of them manage to survive.
Rusty, when we talk about the fish you have and how long you've had fish, this is probably a great example of one of those that has been around for a while.
Right, correct. This fish here is Paratheraps bifasciatum. It comes from the Rio Chacamax in southern Mexico. And this big male, he's probably 14 years in the aquarium. Many of these females are progeny or fry from this adult male. This male has been in an aquarium for about 14 years. And he's probably killed off the original female. And when a male grows up in this tank, generally he'll thump that extra male too. But you can see there's 7 or 8 females in there for him.
Do you ever take some of these fish, because there's so many spectacular fish that you have, do you take them to shows?
I used to show fish 20 years ago, but I really don't show fish anymore.
Rusty, I want to thank you for having us here, for having Blue Zoo TV presented by Hikari at your place. Unbelievable. And I want to ask one thing, that when you build that 50,000 gallon tank, because we're still going to be around, of course, but when you build that 50,000 gallon tank, make sure we're one of the first ones you invite.
I will do that. I promise you, Frank. Thank you very much.
Thanks. Rusty, how about we take a look inside?
Let's go. Let's do it.
Okay. Rusty, you going to give us a tour of the house?
Yes, I'm ready. Are you ready, Frank?
Okay, Frank, let's do that without you looking at the camera.
I looked at the camera?
You did, you looked right at me.
I really don't like him. You ready?
Yeah, I am.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Fish house, pond, aquatics. I was on a roll. Rusty, thanks for having us.
You're welcome, Frank.
He left me, he left me hanging. I really look bad. But tomorrow, we're gonna go check out the inside of your fish room, right?
Yes.
Awesome. He didn't like it. A little smaller than the big one, but kind of cool. What's about it? What's about it? This is Blue Zoo TV, presented by Hikari.
One more time, shake his hand this time if you don't mind.
He wouldn't shake my hand, I tried.
For anything from a fish bowl to a pond, these Blue Zoo TV sponsors can help. And don't forget, you can follow us on Twitter at Blue Zoo Radio.